Hello everybody and welcome back to Fenton Forest Farm with me, CWATTYESO. It's the start of a new morning. It is Friday morning in-game. And we have, well, potentially our corn and sunflowers to harvest we could be doing. We've also got fields 2 and 3 we could potentially be planting. And we've also got if I switch it on, the grass could do with mowing and collecting and gathering up as well. So there's quite a bit for us to be potentially doing today. And I was also planning on, obviously, today being Friday sale day, wasn't it? Where we could sell off some of the stuff we've got in the silos to try and make a bit of cash, because we're down to epoxy 1,000 in money. We're not making a lot of cash. Right, so we need the harvester then, because we're going to have to go get the corn and the sunflowers. And what I'll probably do, same as last time, I'll probably set up a courseplay course to do this, and then hopefully do a truck unload refill stationy thing. Be careful, of course, not to crash the harvester into the buildings. So we'll do the corn harvest first of all, as that was obviously our subscriber task field from Helgetus. So we'll get that done. Haven't had any more subscriber tasks come through just yet. One thing I do need to point out about the subscriber tasks, if you are a subscriber of the channel, but for some reason you decide in your YouTube settings to have your subscriptions set to private or hidden, I can't actually check whether you're a subscriber. So if you're posting your requests in the channel and I'm not active on them, it's probably because, as I say, your subscription status is set to hidden or private, and therefore I can't actually check that you are a subscriber of the channel. And that makes it very difficult for me to validate, obviously, between non-subscribers and subscribers. So, let's have a look. We're going to be first waypoint. Deactivate stop during that first waypoint. Everything should be good to go. So, click. Okie dokie, he's going to go do that. Right, I need to get the truck, because we need to record an unload course for him. And I'll do the same for field 2, and I'll save the unload courses and the harvester courses. Fieldwork courses I'm not going to save, for the simple reason that in FS19, as is with FS17, if you save too many courses with courseplay and have too many courses, like saved courses, it does affect the loading times on the map when you first load in, and it can affect performance in terms of frame rate and stuff. So just bear that in mind if you're going to be using courseplay in the game. Right, I'm going to set the course probably somewhere over here, so we're well out of the way of the harvester. Right, and we're just going to do a start course recording, and I'm going to try and be a little bit more mindful of the speed this time. I don't want to get too carried away with the speed, especially on corners, because I did notice on the previous course that on field 5 that the truck was a little bit lively, under load. Like I say, we don't need to go at it like a bull in a china shop. Do we? I'm getting really low frame rate though. Down to 30 FPS. Wow. This map is quite intensive, even for me with my i7 87K processor and my 1070 FTW graphics card. I do notice performance is quite bad. But Stevie doesn't make these maps to be perfectly optimised. Well, not optimised. He does optimise them as best he can, but obviously he has them set to be as best looking as possible, which does mean you do need quite a beefy system to run the map and the mod. Especially with some of the lighting effects and some of the shaders and stuff like that, as well as all the details that he puts into the map. It is quite performance heavy, and this is the first time I'm playing the game and recording since my PC did an update this weekend to the latest Windows update, Windows 10, I think version 1809 or whatever it is, which is not ideal. Because I spent it completely disabled all my right, so this is what, field 1? Unload. It helps if I spell. Unload silo. Right, I'm going to put him into combi mode. First waypoint. Maybe go a little bit earlier to him. Again, we've only got the one harvester. So you can drive the course. Like so. Right. Because we need to be getting on as well with doing some seeding. I'm going to use the 8500 or one of the Fiats for that. We'll use the Fenton 1050. Why not? So again, in the absence of any new subscriber tasks or requests, that locked up then for a second. Did you see that? Well, I'm going to plant what I want to plant, and we're going to go for, we're going to need some oats for the horses to start with. He's fiddled with this cedar because the covers again have changed. It should be orange. So let's do a courseplay for this. Let's open that. $15 we'll go 14 and a half, and we'll load it onto field 2. We'll generate the course. Don't think we need to do anything else. Start course, first waypoint, drive course. Turn on field is deactivated. Everything's good. Course play can rock and roll and do that. And like I say, then we'll get him down onto field 5, planting something down there. Not quite sure what. We probably need to set up a mower. He's got to wait for the truck to come and unload him. And I hope the truck doesn't do what it did last time, and that was drive into the harvester, because that was a bit of a nightmare. Hope he drives behind it properly. We'll just wait here and check. And if he starts doing the circle of death, then obviously I'll have to interrupt him. Looks like he's going to do it right this time. First time of asking. Well done. Very well done. So he's not going to stop during unloading anymore, or he shouldn't do, if the truck is in the right place. Pretty excellent. He'll now fully unload. Once the truck's out the way. Why is he not moving? I think that's a bug with courseplay. I don't know if it's been fixed or not since the right. We can set him running. I think it only happens when he unloads. Hopefully it shouldn't happen again, because obviously he should keep going this time. Right, let's go grab ourselves our where's the crone? Take this up to field 8. Start him mowing the grass for us. And we'll hopefully I'm going to do grass this time. I'm not going to do a mixture, I'm just going to do all grass. Alright, so let's unfold him. work. Let's check what width he is. 10 metres. You know what, we'll do 9.5. We'll do field 8. We're just going to go up and down, not going to muck about. First waypoint. Drive course. Turn on field deactivated. And we'll save that as field 8 mowing. The reason why is that I can then run behind there now with a loading wagon or a baler, and he'll pick up all the grass. Genius. Why does it look like this seed is missing? Parts of the field. Holy crapola. Stop. You know why? Because I put him in field work, didn't I? Not seeding. That was my bad. My mistake. Sorry. I'm blaming the courseplay worker there, and that was my error. That was my bad. Let's see if he does it properly this time. Yes, he does. Note to self, make sure you put the driver in the right mode. Otherwise you end up with the patchiest field imaginable. Right, so tractor's being summoned, truck's being summoned, which means this guy's going to want to unload in a bit. Like I say, hopefully come on, you're going to have to come a bit quicker, mate, because he's going to get full outs. Now he's trying to pathfind his way to the harvester so he doesn't go driving all through the crop. Unfortunately, it's not worked. Please turn left, don't keep driving that line or you're going to crash into him. let's find Matey's settings. I'm going to get him to go 10% earlier, I think. Because that, to me, makes more sense. Slipping again. So you should drive to the waypoint now. Mate is carrying on his own. Excellent. Mr. Crone is doing a job mowing. So we'll be able to get the loading wagon to come up here and do this in a moment. The field looks better now. He's sowing it in the right mode. Loading wagon. What's going to be good for pulling the loading wagon? The 8R, I'm assuming. He's not going off to the sell point. Well, he is. He's just doing it incredibly slowly. Which means he's going to be a while before he comes back. We've got 120,000 litres anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. We just need to G his speeds up a bit. What's his speeds like? Turn speed 10, field speed, we'll crank him back up to 24. We'll up his reversing speed a little bit. Try and get him to do what he needs to do. We'll just follow him, make sure he unloads properly, because obviously this is the first time he's unloading. He should be alright. He did the other course okay, didn't he? Tip trigger reached. There, perfect. Right. Grab the John Deere. We'll grab... loading wagon, I think. Now the problem with the loading wagon is, do I need to make... I'll probably need to make an unloading course for that, don't I? To be fair. Does look good seeing him running around like that, doesn't it? So I probably need to record a unloading course first for Mr. Crow, which I can then add and amend to. the silo. So I will do probably start here. And again, we'll try and drive this sensibly so it doesn't mess up. And what we'll do as well, we'll try and keep it going in the same direction as the truck took, so we don't get into a situation whereby they run into each other if they're both working at the same time. Got a frame drop there, got a stutter. And again, since Windows Update, I'm noticing this quite a lot. It's bad. I don't know why. Oh my God, Lord, that is horrible. Oh dear Lord. I don't know why it's doing this. Maybe I've got too much stuff on the move at the same time. That could explain it. Might be the fact I haven't disabled OneDrive from syncing as well. That's probably not helping. Stop. Right, we'll save that as grass to silo. Right, we'll load that course and that course. Drive around the trees. Right, and we'll put him into first waypoint, drive course, turn on field is deactivated, covers are automatic, opposite turn direction last couple of lanes. So he should go and do that quite happily. The crone I believe is finished. So we can stop that course. The course is saved. So we can take him back now and put him back in the shed. And say loading wagon's just going to go take a load of grass for us. Put in the silo. So it's nice that courseplay is working in some aspects. It needs a bit of improvement in some areas, I think, but like I say, it is still heavily in development at this point in time. But at least we can get some tasks automated, can't we? Which is going to be very useful to us. And like I mentioned in one of the previous videos, if I'm ever doing like grass, hay, straw, etc. to sell, I will bale it for purposes of using, obviously, locally here on my farm. I am going to just collect it loose and put it in the silo, because it's easier for me to use it around the farm if it's in loose form. He'll drive to matey when matey's full. John Deere's nicely collecting up grass. He has missed little bits, but you know, that's to be expected. I'll have to look into seeing how I can record an extension to this course. And this guy's nearly finished seeding oats, which is nice. After my initial mistake of putting him into field work mode when he should have been in seed and fertilise mode. Hey, you learn stuff by mistakes. Right, so you can stop now, and we're not going to bother saving that sort of course because that we can reprogram at any time. Right, we're going for oats, so that's good. What else do we need quite a bit of around the farm? Gonna need some soybeans, aren't we? Pretty quickly. So I'll do field 5 with some soybeans. And I don't know what we'll replant on fields 1 and 3. Hopefully subscribers will come to the rescue and make some suggestions for me of what to put on fields 1 and 3 after we've harvested the corn and sunflowers. Wrong course. Generate course, there we go, and drive course. Now you're going to have to unfold. But then you should just whiz up and down there and plant oats for me. Shouldn't you? Highly capable courseplay worker. Who is our favourite worker? No, it's not. It's not our favourite worker from the Estancia series. Similar haircut, but no, not our favourite worker. So, let's go and have a look. Mr. Harvester's nearly finished. Let's do a request driver. Well, this was a temporary course, wasn't it? So we're going to save this as field 1 corn harvest. And with a bit of luck, he should come and unload. Binga banga bongo. Oh look, matey's coming with a loading wagon. So send driver home. Excellent. This is working brilliantly. He'll go drive the course. Meanwhile, we can make our way to field 2. Hopefully, as I say, matey will unload in the silo when he gets there. I have not checked this, so this is a good chance for us to see. And that stutter didn't help then, because that completely threw me off as I was turning through that gate. Okay, and he is unloading, look. Excellent. So I didn't need to press any buttons. He recognises the trigger, and he's auto unloading the grass into the thing. Excellent. Very impressed. Very impressed with that. That's going to make life a lot easier for me. I can now just set them two up and leave them, the mower and him, working in tandem. And then we need to do field 3 in the a field 3 corn course. I'm going to call it corn. I'm not going to differentiate between corn and sunflowers with the harvester. I'll know instantly because it's the same header, so. Right, so I'll close that course off. We'll do another one. So field 3, generate course, back. Save course, field 3, corn harvest, put a space in there, son. Bingo banga bongo. First waypoint, drive course. Right, so let's find the truck. So he will be unloading. And at that point, he is effectively done. On that field. So stop driver. Clear that course. We will record a new one down on field 3. These unload courses on field 3 and 5 might only be temporary courses. The reason I say that is we do need some to take out some trees. Right, start course recording. 1, 2. Ideally, I don't want him to be in the way when we are... again, I want to keep as close to the field edge as I can for unloading, because I don't want him to run into any... I mean, obviously, we're only going to have him doing the unloading, so it's not like we're going to have multiple vehicles driving the same courses, unless we have a tractor-trailer set up at some time. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go this way this time. The reason for that being, I can then just turn straight down here. Through the unload point. Back down here. Keeping quite close to the right. And then just dink through here like that. Stop course. And that will be save field 3, unload to silo. Put him into combi mode, harvester is selected, and drive course. Perfectly fine. He'll do that quite happily, I should imagine. Mr. Crone is quite happily as well, driving up and down, doing the whole grass collecting. Does speed things up a bit when you can have multiple vehicles in motion at the same time, doesn't it? So we've got Mr. Cedar doing soybeans, so that's good. It'll be close to getting full soon. So hopefully matey makes his way back. Obviously in future when we do that course we can just start him near his waypoint, the unload courses, and he'll find his way to the field and wait for the harvester, so that's not going to be an issue. So he's on his way back. Matey's going to request the harvester. The combine's pipe is in through. But the combine is going to need him to unload. Is he moving? He should be. what is going on? Why isn't he doing what I want him to do? There we go. That should pull him up. Yeah. He just needed to be kicked up the bum. That was all. Mr. Crone's on his way. Beacons are flashing. Quite a nice bit of fill. Another 90,000 litres of grass. Pretty good going. Might be able to get some more in that silo, make some silage. This courseplay business, it obviously, if you understand it and know how to work it, you can do some pretty amazing things with it. My knowledge with it is a little bit limited and a little bit basic. I used it a bit in FS17, but not to the extent that obviously some people do with it, with courses where they pretty much have the whole flipping map running on auto. You know, they just sit there and watch. Don't think I can do that. So he's going to drive back to the field. Fair enough. Nicely does it. He'll carry on collecting the grass for me. Meanwhile, he's nearly finished sowing the soybeans. He'll be harvesting again. Oh, he's going to pipe out. No point, because Matey Boy's nowhere near him. And we'll get the rest of the sunflowers gathered up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on and let these guys finish doing the work that they're doing. And then in the next video, when we come back, I'll be able to see what we're going to sell, because obviously we need to try and make a bit of money today. I'm going to have to do a few delivery runs to some of the sell points. So thank you all for watching the video. I hope you go ahead and click that like button for me. Again, I hope you leave your questions, comments, suggestions, feedback in the section below, and I hope subscribers will leave their you know, planting requests and other tasks requests for me in the comment section down below as well. Of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be able to participate in this series, feel free to click that subscribe button. It is free, doesn't cost you a penny. So from me, CWATTYESO, here on the Fenton Forest Farm, I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.